Hey, Bob, what are you doing?
Hey, Jesse, what's up?
Bob, today I really need your help. I am serious.
That sounds important. What happened, Jesse?
I'm trying to improve my spoken English. I read daily, I listen to English conversations, I try to speak alone at home. But whenever I study grammar, especially the word would, I get confused.
Hmm,
There are so many uses. Sometimes it shows politeness, sometimes past, sometimes imagination, sometimes preference. When I try to remember all rules, I literally start scratching my head.
I understand you completely.
Really? But you use would so easily now.
Now, yes, but in the beginning, I was exactly like you. Would bothered me a lot.
Really?
Yes, other helping verbs like can, may, must, should, they have two or three main uses in daily spoken English, but would has many uses, at least seven major uses. That confused me a lot.
That's what happens to me. When I see so many uses, I feel like giving up.
That's where most learners make a mistake. They give up when things become difficult.
So, how did you handle it?
Let me tell you something honestly, Jesse. I improved my English gradually. I did not make any haste. I was learning English at home. I had no teacher, no tutor, no one to guide me daily. So I had only one strong option: grammar. Many learners say, don't learn grammar, just speak. But when you are alone, grammar becomes your silent teacher.
That makes sense.
I realized English is mainly about two things: words and verbs. So I wrote down all verbs: auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. Then I started learning them one by one. I gave at least 4 to 5 days to each verb.
4 to 5 days for one verb?
Yes, I studied its rules, I made my own sentences, I spoke loudly, I wrote paragraphs, I read books and noticed how that verb was used. I did not rush.
That's why your foundation is strong.
Exactly. When I reached would, I felt stuck because it has many uses. I felt confused, but I told myself it's time to make it possible, not to give up. So I decided I would give 2 days to each use, and I practiced a lot. Slowly, would became simple. Today, I'll teach you in the same way. First use, very common in daily life. We use would to make polite requests. When you say, will you help me? It sounds normal, but would you help me sounds softer and more respectful.
So, it is about politeness?
Yes. Examples: would you open the window? Would you help me with this project? Would you wait for me? Would you please explain this again? Would you mind closing the door?
Oh, yes, I hear would you mind a lot.
Exactly. Let's learn more examples from daily life. Would you pass me the charger? Would you send me the file? Would you call me later? Would you please speak slowly? Would you check this for me?
Let me try. Would you teach me tomorrow?
Perfect.
Would you correct my mistakes?
Very good. See? Easy. Second use, offers. Instead of saying, "Do you want tea?" say, "Would you like some tea?" It sounds much better. Examples: would you like some coffee? Would you like to sit here? Would you like to join us? Would you like some help? Would you like to ask something?
Restaurants use this sentence a lot.
Yes. Would you like anything else? Other examples: would you like me to carry your bag? Would you like to come with us? Would you like to watch a movie tonight? Would you like some water?
Let me try. Would you like to practice English with me?
Excellent. Now this is very important. We use would in imaginary or unreal situations. Structure: if plus past tense equals would plus base verb. Examples: if I had money, I would travel the world. If I were confident, I would speak fluently. If she called me, I would answer. If it rained, we would stay home. If I got a job, I would help my family.
So this is imagination, not reality.
Correct. You don't have money now. You're imagining. More examples: if I knew the answer, I would tell you. If I had time, I would read more. If I lived abroad, I would learn faster. If I were you, I would practice daily.
If I didn't feel shy, I would speak more.
Very good. This structure is very powerful in communication. This one confused me at first. We use would to talk about repeated actions in the past. Examples: when I was a child, I would play outside every evening. My father would wake up early. My grandmother would tell stories. We would sit together at night. She would cook special food on Sundays.
Is this same as used to?
Very similar. I used to play outside. I would play outside. Both show past habit, but would is often used when we are already talking about the past. Example: when I was in school, I would study at night.
When I was young, I would watch cartoons every day.
Perfect.
This still sounds tricky.
It's easier than you think. Future in the past means in the past someone talked about the future. Examples: he said he would call me. She promised she would come. I knew you would understand. They said they would help us. I thought it would rain.
So it is mostly used in reported speech.
Yes. Direct speech: I will help you. Reported speech: he said he would help me.
Oh, that's clear now.
Very useful in daily communication. We use would rather, would prefer. Examples: I would rather stay home. I would rather drink tea. I would rather study now. I would prefer coffee. I would prefer to work alone.
It shows choice.
Yes. More examples: I would rather sleep early than stay up late. I would rather practice than waste time. I would prefer online classes. I would prefer to speak in English.
I would rather improve slowly than give up.
Excellent sentence. Last major use. We use would to show willingness or refusal in the past. Examples: he wouldn't listen to me. The car wouldn't start. She wouldn't talk to anyone. The baby wouldn't sleep. My phone wouldn't charge.
So wouldn't shows refusal.
Yes. Let's learn more examples. He would help me whenever I asked. She would always support me. My teacher would encourage me. My friend wouldn't share notes.
My laptop wouldn't turn on yesterday.
Perfect.
Now I understand why you said would has many uses. No wonder I was confused.
It's normal. Confusion means you are learning.
But how did you remember all uses?
Practice, repetition, patience. For each use, I studied the rule, I wrote 30 sentences, I spoke them loudly, I read and noticed examples, I practiced daily conversation, and most important, I didn't rush. Let me say something for every English learner. Anyone can improve English. You don't need talent. You don't need expensive classes. You don't need to feel ashamed. Go step by step. If you practice daily, you would improve. If you believe in yourself, you would succeed. If you don't give up, you would reach your goal.
I feel motivated now.
Good. Remember, English is not difficult. It just needs time. Learn one verb at a time. Understand deeply. Practice daily and believe in yourself.
I would rather practice daily than complain.
That's the right mindset.
Thank you. Next time I get confused, I would ask you again.
And I would always help you.
This time I am not scratching my head.
That means progress has started.
So viewers understand it clearly. You would improve your English if you go gradually. You would feel confident if you practice daily. You would succeed if you believe in yourself. Don't make haste. Don't give up. Keep moving step by step, and one day you would speak English naturally.